Hello children, welcome to Aarchi series by Heaven's Publishing House. This is your friend Aarchal and I am going to take up English series for class 8. This is your English course book, English Skylights by Shikha Sharma, and today we are going to take up chapter number 12 of your book, that is A Daydream. Right? What is a daydream, children? It is when people start dreaming during the day, right? So it is a daydream. So children, do you often solve such mazes? It is a wonderful puzzle that you can do, right? You can help these animals find their way to the doctor, to the veterinary doctor, right? Help these animals find their way, right? Find your path and solve this maze. Very interesting exercise. You all. So now about the lesson, children, it tells us about daydreaming, right? Dreaming in the day and thinking about future even when you are too far from it, even when you are too far from something from happening, you start thinking about it. Okay, the story revolves around a girl who, due to her daydreaminess, fell into trouble and all the villagers gathered around her house to ask about their well-being. So this is about the girl who started daydreaming and all the villagers they gathered around her house thinking that she was in some trouble. Okay, so children, let's get started with the chapter. A couple had a beautiful and honest girl. The parents were very proud of their daughter. One day, the father said to his daughter, "Now it's your time to get married." So there was this couple and they had a very, very beautiful and honest daughter. And one day, the father of the girl, he said that it's time for you to get married. And so it was agreed that the couple would travel to the next village to make arrangements, to arrange with the family of the boy whom she would marry. So they decided that they would go and start making preparations, start doing preparations for her marriage with the family of the boy she had to marry. When her parents were away, the honest girl began to daydream. She started dreaming about her future days after her marriage, after her wedding, about what her life was going to be like with her new husband. So all day she kept on imagining her life after marriage, about her children. She even imagined about her children and by what names they would be called, right? She decided that she would have four children, three boys and one girl. And she even had decided the names for the four children she wanted to have. She wanted three boys and one girl. So for the boys, she had chosen the names Mulak, Jahan and Dev, and the girl she wanted to name Lutbi. Right? She imagined calling out to her children when it was time for them to have dinner. So she was daydreaming like she was calling out her children at the time of dinner and she was imagining the scene. The girl was so absorbed, she was so involved, so engrossed in her beautiful daydream that she climbed up to the roof of her house and called out. In reality, what she did, she climbed up the roof daydreaming and started calling out Mulak, Jahan, Dev, Lukbi. So she started calling out the imaginary names she had selected for her future children and she started calling out those names and as the honest girl called out these names, the people of the village all turned towards the house where the honest girl lived with her parents. So when she was shouting out these names from the roof of her house, the people listened to her and thought that she was in trouble. So they all started running towards her. Then, one by one, they began to run towards the house because they thought the girl was in some sort of trouble, right? all these villagers, they started one by one, they all started to run towards the house of the girl because they thought that the girl was in some sort of danger and she was calling out to them, right? You see, in Punjabi, the name Mulak and Jahan also mean people. So in Punjabi language, people are also known as Mulak or as Jahan, right? And the name Desh, it means land. And although literally is the name one might give to a daughter, it can also mean that I am being attacked. What is the Punjabi meaning of the word literally? Is that I am being attacked and I am in trouble. Save me. And so you might understand why all of the villagers began to run towards his house where the honest girl was standing upon the rooftop calling out the names of her imagined children. So they all started running towards her in order to save her from the trouble she was in. Right? The villagers were afraid that the honest girl was being attacked by someone. Right? At that very moment, there was indeed a group of thieves who were trying to sneak into the house. And at that very moment, the girl did not know that there was a group of thieves. There were some thieves who were trying to break into her house where the honest girl lived. The gang of thieves intended, they wanted to steal everything they could get their hands on because they had heard that the mother and the father were away to the next village and the girl was all alone in the house. So these thieves, they knew that the parents of the girl were in the next village making preparations for her wedding. So they thought that they would break into her house and steal all they could lay their hands on. Right? But when the thieves noticed that all villagers were approaching the house, they were running towards the house, they got scared and ran away into the surrounding woods. When they saw that all these villagers, they were coming towards the girl's house only, they got scared and they ran away to the surrounding woods. As the villagers arrived at the house, they called up to the honest girl. When they came to her house, they called her and said, "What is wrong, my child? Who is attacking you?" So all of them, they were so concerned for her that they asked her, "What is wrong with you, child? Is there anyone who is troubling you or trying to attack you?" And the honest girl, she replied, "There is nobody attacking me. I was just calling out to my children." Now she was very honest. She never knew how to lie. So what she said that there is no one that was attacking me. There was no one attacking me and I was calling out to my children. Now one villager, all of them knew that she was an unmarried girl. So one of them said, "But you are not married and you don't have any children," protested or argued another villager. They were surprised that since the girl was not even married, how come she was calling out to her children? Right? The girl had great difficulty explaining to the villagers that she was simply dreaming. She was daydreaming about what her life was going to be like after she would be married and had children. So she tried very difficultly. It was very difficult for her to explain to the villagers that she was only daydreaming about her future life after her marriage and after she would have had children, right? The villagers were not impressed at all. They did not like at all what the girl was saying. They accused the honest girl of daydreaming and causing trouble and not thinking before she spoke. So what the villagers, they accused the honest girl. They said that she had caused them unnecessary trouble by daydreaming. Right? But then a wise man appeared from behind the house and explained to the assembled crowd how he had seen a group of thieves running from the house. And now a wise man, he appeared from behind the house, and he explains to the villagers that he has just now seen a group of thieves running away from her house, right? And how the villagers had scared them away and saved the honest girl from a terrible fate. So, he says that, he praises the villagers that see how all of you have scared those thieves away and saved the girl from a sad fate. He said, Mulak and Johan are the names we give to our people. So he tried to explain that the girl was calling out imaginary names of her children that he had given, Mulak and Johan, which meant people. Desh is the name we give to our land. And when this honest girl called out to the people of the land, you all came. So he's saying, when she called out, look these, you were all here to help her in the time of need. That is such a nice thing all the villagers had done. When they saw that the girl was calling out for help, she said that she was being attacked. Look these, she said, does this not prove that you all are good people? Now he is trying to convince the villagers that you all are such good people and you have done a good thing by coming and checking out on the girl. It had saved her from the king. The villagers agreed with the wise man and they were all very proud that they saved the honest girl from the king. And now all the villagers were very proud that they had saved the girl from the thieves. Right? Then the wise old man looked at the girl and said, what he said to the girl, perhaps it is also true that it is a good thing for a young person to daydream once in a while. He said that perhaps it is not such a bad thing to daydream after all. As it has, after all, look what became of your daydream and how it saved you on this day. Now he's saying that see how your daydream, how your imagination has saved you on this day. So perhaps it is not such a bad thing at all. Soon after, her parents returned to the village and the honest girl was married to her handsome husband. Now, her parents had returned and she was married to her handsome husband. The years passed and the girl indeed became the mother of four beautiful children. So, what she daydreamed of came out to be true in the future. She became the mother of four children, that is three boys and a girl, and she named them Jahan, Mulk, Bey, and Lut. She never forgot about the wise man, about what the wise man had said to her on that day, and she often reminded her children that it was a good thing for a young person to dream from time to time because amazing things come from dreams. So she would tell her children about what the wise man had told her that day, that it was a good thing to dream, right? If you will have dreams, then amazing things come from there, right? So this is written by Mohindra Ram Thakur and Kamlesh Ram. Such an interesting chapter, was it, children? Yes. So the moral that we learn from this chapter is daydreaming is a great hobby to pursue if done in a positive way. So daydreaming can be useful, it can be advantageous to you. Many scholars and thinkers of the world have achieved their dreams by dreaming high and good. But if a person only daydreams and does nothing, this daydream is not of any use and it will not lead any positive results. So children, here the writer is trying to say that daydreaming is important and also what is more important is doing something in order to fulfill your dream. Just by dreaming, nothing you are going to accomplish. So you must dream and then after dreaming, you must work towards your dream. Work towards accomplishing your dream. Right? Understood, children? Now let's start doing the exercises. Number 1, put the correct answer. The name of her imagined son was Faraj, Dina, Dev or Swami. Correct children, it was Dev. Right? Number 2, the honest girl was beautiful. The girl was very honest and very beautiful. Number 3, Dash helped the girl. Who was the person who helped the girl? The wise man. Right? Number 4, the parents went to the other village to make arrangements for marriage, to begin preparations for her marriage. The thieves when they saw the crowd appearing towards the house, moving towards the house, the thieves got scared. Clear? Okay, now please fill up. The name of imagined daughter of the honest girl was Lutbi. It was Lutbi. Right? Number 2, the villagers were not impressed with what she said. They were not at all impressed. Right? Number 3, the parents went to the next village. They had gone to the neighboring village to make arrangements for her marriage. Right? Good. She was, what kind of a girl she was? She was an honest and beautiful girl. You can simply write, she was honest and beautiful. Okay. The thief got Dash and ran away. So the thieves, they got scared. Very good. Number 6, the girl becomes the mother of 4 children, just like she had babies. Clear to all of you? Good. Let's begin. True or false? The wise man criticized the girl. No, he supported her. This is false, right? Number 2, the honest girl was very beautiful. Yes, she was. So true. Number 3, the thief stole all the money from the house and ran away. Were they able to carry out the theft? No, they were not. So, wrong. She became the mother of 3 children. Did she? No, she became a mother of 4 children. So, false again. Number 5, the honest girl was married to an ugly man. No, her husband was handsome. Right? So, false again. Right? Clear to all of you children? Understood? Good. Now let's answer the following questions. Ready? Okay. Why did the thief run to the surrounding woods? When the thief saw the crowd of villagers coming towards the girl's house, they got scared and they ran into the surrounding woods. Right? Here, number 2. What name did she decide to give her children? She decided to name her children as Mulak, Jahan, Desh, a boy, and for the girl, she had chosen the name Lutbi. Right? Number 3. What advice did the wise man give to the honest girl? He advised her that it was a good thing. It was not a bad thing to daydream, right? Dreaming is something that helps you to work towards it and achieve that thing, right? Number 4, who came to her house when she was alone? So, group of thieves who had known that the parents were out. They had gone to the next village to make preparations for her wedding. They came to her house in order to steal whatever they could, right? Number 5, what was the girl's daydream? What was she dreaming about? The girl, she imagined that it was dinner time and she was calling out her four children. So she climbed the roof of her house and started calling out those imaginary names of her children. Right? I hope all these are understood by you. Clear? Good, good. So children, that was all for this chapter, and I will see you guys very soon with the next one. Till then, stay blessed and stay elated. Bye children.